hope you're all well. It's been a few weeks. Not much has been going on, more or less, on the farm since we did harvest a few weeks ago, so that's why there hasn't been any videos. But as you can see behind this field, we've had spring barley in this one. We've just planted it with some turnips, as we do every year, and I've got the bird banger on at the moment, trying to get rid of the pigeons in this field, which is causing a bit of trouble. They're trying to eat all the turnips, as they do every year. And what else has been going on recently? We have been busy with the livestock, sheep, the cattle. We've been worming them, fly spraying. The majority of the farm, I'll just take you on a quick tour now, is pretty much burnt off. That's why there hasn't been that much content recently. I've been chipping up some wood. A lot of you guys have seen that. I've been flail mowing, pretty much everything you've seen. And I want to make some half-decent content, you know, for people to enjoy and to watch. And with people's attention spans getting shorter and shorter these days with TikTok and things like that, it's very difficult to come up and create unique, regular content. We're coming towards the end of summer now. Well, we are. 1st of September was yesterday. So we're now heading towards autumn. We'll be looking at bringing the cattle home before long. We've got these bales, obviously, you can see here. We've got a couple of them, a couple of stacks throughout the farm, which we'll bring back through during winter time. You'll see the margins on the right-hand side. I've been going around doing flail mowing at the marshes and the fields here, and I've really been thinking, you know, this year we really wanted to buy a hedge cutter, but we're going to do it next year now because we bought the chipper. But I've been really thinking about, there's so much work for a hedge cutter, it's ridiculous on this farm now. Not just with this farm, but with our marshes down the road. There's lots of tracks and there's quite a few jobs maintaining public access and things like that for the councils and stuff, so there would be a crazy amount of work for a hedge cutter. So yeah, that is, as I said at the start of this year, that's the machine which is on the list. There's literally, I'll take you for a tour. This is obviously, you can see the Defender. Needs a service still, but I haven't been able to get it done. But we will get it serviced at some point. So yeah, it's all going pretty well. You'll see I cultivated the tram lines in the end. I subsoiled them, then I cultivated them. Then we got them planted with the turnips, and then that's worked out pretty well. But I haven't seen any coming up yet, so it'll probably be, I'd say, another week, a couple of weeks before we even see any turnips coming out of the ground. It's just so dry. You know, we haven't had any rain for like the last couple of months. It's just ridiculous. You see, all the grass is burnt off, and we'll see the sugar beet in a minute. That's a terrible problem with the sugar beet. Probably one of the worst years I think I've ever seen for the sugar beet. It's had the sun, yes, but it's had no rain. No rain like a whole summer. So you'll see the potatoes on the left. They've had a good year this year, the potatoes, because they're always irrigated. So anything which has been irrigated this year will have done hopefully quite well. But even the potatoes, I noticed, started to die off. The heat can get to them. All right, so it's a bit bumpy on here, but this is what the sugar beet's looking like. If you have a look here, we've got to fly because I'm quite busy this afternoon. I've got to go and whiz and do something, but just have a look at this sugar beet here. Bloody hell. I mean, it's wilted, it's in a real state. It's managed to get some moisture in the mornings, that's why it's still green, but for the most part it's going to be a low yield later on in the year, so it's not great for the sugar beet. Well, I've just come to this other field here. I was trying to see whether or not this evening anything's come up, but still not seeing any turnips coming up the ground here. I was hoping to catch something maybe tonight, but no, not yet. It's just too bloody dry. Too dry, and the ground is too hard. And then just back up in the stack yard here, this is where we store equipment and bales and all that good stuff, and you'll notice there's a lot less wood here. I've chipped up a lot of the biomass wood, so we're going to buy some more in, and I'll show you in the store actually where I put a lot of the wood chip the other day. Alright, so just back in the farmyard, you'll notice as well that there's a tanker over there. I'll explain about that in a bit. You haven't seen that yet. So this is sort of some of the wood which I've chipped up over the last few weeks. It's supposed to come up to the door, obviously, so we've got enough wood chip for winter, but it hasn't done that because it's a finer chip, and we need to buy some more chipping wood, which is 10 inches. So if anyone lives in Norfolk or Suffolk, or the Suffolk area, and you've got any biomass wood, any chipping wood, do let me know. Send an email to Olly's Farm Business at gmail.com. Link will be in the description, and we'll pay good money for it. And then just over here, I've got the front loader in here at the moment, which I need to pull out and put back on the John Deere at some point. Another quite interesting thing is that I've got the chipper in that shed over there, and long story short, A huge thanks to Cramp Products, who manufacture a lot of parts in Europe. I had to get a shorter top link for the chipper, and when I was getting a shorter top link, I accidentally bought a welder, a MIG welder. It's quite a big one, it's like 350 amp. So if you need a MIG welder or any top links or any parts, do go and check out Cramp. I'll leave the link in the description down below, and you can check out all of Cramp's parts and equipment for farming. So I've got this welder coming. So if anybody needs any welding doing, we're going to open a small fabrication shop in part of the workshop, where we've got a man on the farm and myself who will weld up and repair any equipment that you need welding up. So a little bit of fabrication, which I'll let you know about at a later date when we get the welder. So it's quite a big MIG welder. So looking forward to that. And I'll just show you now the water bowser. Okay, so as I'm sure a lot of you will know, we had this Marshall feed trailer. We put a few tanks in there with water and hoses and all of that good stuff to water cattle during the drought this year, which we had. And we were having a flick through a farming magazine, and we came up with an idea: could we buy or invest in an old water tanker? And I went down to Southwold near Aldeburgh, and this was what I picked up. So I picked up this old tanker with the John Deere. The chap promised me it didn't leak. Anyway, long story short, got it home, filled it up with water. What happened? It leaked. So I've got this leaky water tanker at the moment, which, if you have a look inside, it holds about 5,000 litres. And I have found where the leak is, and it's here. There's a crack on one of the girders. If you look on the outside, it's actually from some terrible welding from a previous job. So that's why it leaks, is in there, that terrible welding. So when we get the new welder, which is supposed to turn up, we will start welding and fabricating this tank back together so that it works. I've also got to get a seal for this door. So with a bit of fabrication and with some persistence, we'll make this water bowser work, and it will carry 5,000 litres down there. And then back in the shed, this is sort of the main shed where we store stuff. This winter we're hoping to put some cattle in here if we can. You'll see this is the chipper, and this was the top link I managed to buy for it in the end. So I had a problem with the frame hitting the tractor's PTO, or the PTO shaft was hitting the frame. Anyway, we managed to get this shorter top link, and now the PTA doesn't get damaged. The problem is the blades are now blunt inside here, which I have taken off, and they are in the workshop. So I've got a new set of blades which I've put on, but I haven't got the tool to measure how far you put the blades out on the drum. So I've now got to order a tool to put the blades on, and then we can finish off some chipping. But before I finish off some chipping, we've got to get some more wood. So get some more wood, and then we can go and finish doing the chipping, and then everyone on the farm, the family, will be warm for this winter. Then something else as well is recently we have ordered a replacement for the gator. So if anyone is interested in the gator, I did talk about this in the past, do send an email to ollysfarmbusiness@gmail.com, and it's done about 20,000 miles, or in hours it's about 1,200 hours. It's 2019, great condition. It's had everything done on it. It's just recently been serviced. We've replaced all of the parts on it, so we still use it every day at the moment. But we will be, we're selling it because we've ordered something for next year. So if you're interested, there we go. So with that, I hope this has given you some sort of an insight as to what's going on the farm. There will be the original videos, which we always used to do back in the day, at Sunday morning at 8 AM. And then if there's anything I'd like to film when I'm out and about during the week, there's a lovely country fair on tomorrow, which I might go and have a look at. I will put it up on the Instagram story, and then it will be uploaded on YouTube. So I'll let you know beforehand if there's any good videos coming out during the week. But for the most part, there will be a guaranteed video at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning, 8 AM. Do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can also go and follow the Olly's Farm Instagram page, which is ollies.farm in the Instagram search bar. And I will catch you this Sunday, the 4th of September at 8 AM. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.